Good evening. Okay. Okay, share muna natin yung live video. Okay, wait lang. Hi, the Princess of Mega World. Good evening, Rain. Nice to see you again. Kala mo hindi nag-uusap. Okay. Oh, yan. Okay. Okay, hi. My fellow Reiki Masters. Okay, si Gladys. Hello, good evening. So, yan, tayin muna natin yung lahat. But hi. Hi, Maricel. Good evening. Nice to see you. Good evening. So, habang hinihintay pa natin and habang nag-share pa tayo ng mga live video natin, if you haven't watched our weekly tarot reading, naku, panoorin natin because this week, well, I must say, the first 4 days of the week, that's really going to be a little bit of paano ko ba siya i-describe? So, there's a lot for us to go through that requires our patience, most especially this week. Kailangan natin ng patience because we are all gearing towards doing something great. Okay, and the discoveries, kumbaga, we see a very good opportunity for us for abundance, prosperity, relationships, etc. Ang daming magagandang possible improvements and it requires a lot of our patience. And the reason why it really requires a lot of patience for us is because the more na nakikita natin na gumaganda yung mga priorities natin and we know how to execute our plans really well, sabi ko nga, this is just one portion. This is just one portion of what we need to do. Yes, Kala. This is just a little portion of what we need to do, and on top of that, syempre yung ating mga priorities and responsibilities are still there. And so by that being said, it really requires a lot of patience from us. So kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung weekly tarot reading natin, panoorin natin because there are more details that are given there. Most especially, nako, the weekend. The weekend is gonna be very crucial for us all. So the more that we are prepared, the more na alam natin what energies are going to manifest, may it be good or we need to prepare for it, na babawasan yung impact. So kung hindi pa tayo nakakapanood ng weekly tarot reading, panoorin natin. Ay, ang dami na pala ng chismis. Hello, hello Beshi, thank you so much din. Nice to see you. Ay, hey, miss you din. I miss you din. Napaka-global audience natin all the way from Sweden. Tsaka, in fairness, ang bibilis ng ating mga ng mga participants natin for tonight. So, good evening, good evening. So again, by the way, this is well second week ng ating October, and we are going to gear towards a very good yes. Na-miss nyo isa't isa, ha? Si Glance siya kasi na-send ko na po sa FB page. Ay, sure. Thank you, thank you. Teka nga. Sa, ayan. Okay, in fairness. Okay, in fairness. So, um, anong tawag dito? Wala tuloy ako. Ang dami kasing chismisan na nagaganap sa Okay, so sabi ko nga, if you haven't watched our weekly tarot reading, it's really a good opportunity for us na meron tayong something to look forward to, like opportunities for abundance, prosperity, relationships, improvement, yung mga ganyan. There are a lot of good, positive opportunities for us na para sunggabin. And sabi ko nga, habang nandyan yung mga opportunities na yan, marami pa din tayong kailangang i-fulfill sa mga responsibilities and priorities natin. Kaya naman, we require a lot of patience for everybody this week. So panoorin niyo after this yung weekly tarot reading natin kung hindi pa natin napapanood. And I'm seeing that there are already a lot of questions coming in, and I want to answer as much questions as we can for tonight. So simulan na natin yung session natin para dire-diretso na tayo. And we do not start any of our sessions without saying a prayer, and I am a fully practicing Hindu. So I will be chanting my prayers in Hindu, but no matter which religion you are all following, still please join me in prayer. Let's all gather in God's name. Let's all pray for guidance, wisdom, and maraming love, lalong-lalo na sa mga magpa-participate, sa mga magpapadala ng mga questions natin for tonight. Make sure na you join me in prayer para naman lahat ng blessings ng guidance mabibigay sa atin for tonight. Okay? So join me in prayer. Om. 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 Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shuklam Baradaram Vishnum, Shashti Varnam Chaturbhujam, Prasanna Badananam Dhyayet, Sarva Vignu Pashantaye, Agajanana Patmarkam, Gajanana Maharnisham, Anekadantam Vaktanam Ekadantam Upasmahe, Gajananam Bhutaganadisevitam, Kapita Jambo Palasara Vakshitam, Umashutam Shukavina Shakaranam, Namabinignish Parapada Pankacham, Mushikavaha Namodakahasta Chamana Karna Nilambita Sutra, Vamana Rupa Maheshvara Putra, Ekna Vinayaka Pada Namaste, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Jai Mahakali, Jai Matati. Yan, maraming salamat for joining me in prayer, and namaskaram sa inyong lahat. Namaskaram, namaste, and namaskar. These are very important Hindu greetings, and this literally means the divine in me sees and acknowledges the divine in all of you. Good evening. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, and also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. Welcome to your official Tuesday night habit. This is Tarot Tuesdays. And every Tarot Tuesdays, nagbibigay tayo ng libreng reading para sa inyong lahat. So kung may katanungan kayo, anything that concerns yung ating love life, yung ating career, and yung health natin, libre lang magtanong. Ang kailangan lang i-share natin yung live video natin sa social media natin, sa news feeds, or sa stories. And kailangan may screenshot po tayo dahil importante meron tayong resibo. And pag nasend na natin yung screenshot natin, isasend natin siya sa ating Facebook page, Everyday Reiki with Marky. First come, first serve po ang ating mga pag-answer ng questions. And I know most of you may mga multiple questions. Uunahin po natin yung one question at a time. Kapag may extra airtime pa po tayo mamaya, in which I will give my very best para masagot lahat ng mga katanungan nyo, pwede nating balikan yan mamaya kapag may oras pa tayo. So sa mga magpa-participate po for tonight, kung ang tanong ninyo, ano ba magiging basis ng mga mababasa sa atin kapag nagtanong tayo? Kapag kayong nagtanong, ang babasahin ko ay ang energy na nagtanong. And there are 4 elements involved sa energy ng isang tao at everything current. Ito ay reflection kung ano mang energy ang meron tayo according to our thoughts, kung ano iniisip natin, and the emotions that we feel while we are processing these thoughts. Ano ba ang mga decision natin? And finally, when we finally take action or we verbalize something or we do something, automatically this will be subjected to the universal law of cause and effect. For the Christian and the Catholic faith, ang tawag natin dyan ay the Golden Rule. Para sa aming mga Hindu, ang tawag dyan ay the law of karma. Or simply, this is the universal law of cause and effect. Kung anong tinanim, siya ding ating aanihin. So yan ang makikita natin is gonna be a reflection of our energy. Pero minsan kasi, ang mga katanungan ng mga magpa-participate tonight Imbes na sa sariling energy nung nagtatanong hahanapin ng kasagutan, minsan we have relationship questions na kailangan ang kasagutan ay matatagpuan sa ibang tao. So in short, kung ang hahanapan kong kasagutan ay sa energy ng ibang tao at hindi sila yung nagtanong, medyo hindi natin pwedeng ganun yan. Kasi this will be a case of overstepping or simply invasion of privacy. And mapupunta ang karma sa akin yan. Okay? The doer of the action, laging sa kanya mapupunta ang accountability. So if there are cases na relationship ang questions natin or involving two or more people, the only way for us to ask these questions ng walang karma on my end is for us to divide the energies equally. And pwede na natin siyang itanong wala ng karma on my end. Pero may disclaimer tayo, kapag hinahati-hati natin ang energies ng ating mga questions, malaking possibility na mahahati din ang ating accuracy rate dahil hindi natin kontrolado ang energy ng ibang tao. So, I will always say the most accurate na mababasa natin will be kung sino nagtanong, sa energy ninyo mahahanap ang kasagutan. Also, we'll be using my favorite tarot for this period. I guess, medyo favorite ko talaga siya for now, no? So this is Touchstone Tarot by Cat Black, and we are going to see two kinds of cards in this set of cards, major cards or minor cards. Kapag major cards ang mga nakukuha natin, this is literally giving us a very good opportunity for harvesting blessings or pwedeng warning ang mga maha-harvest natin. And minor cards will reflect kung gaano pang effort ang ipuput in natin so that we can manifest better. So the goal is to get as much na major cards to see ang ating mga magiging harvest ng ating blessings. Pero kung ano man ang lalabas sa mga cards natin, kung ano po ang lalabas dito sa lahat ng participate, hindi po yan final. Kasi remember, this is just a reflection of your current energy. Pag magandang nabunot natin sa mga questions ninyo, pwedeng nyo pang pagandahin by improving your energy. And I will never shelter you kung meron tayong mga possible warnings sa ating makukuhang questions because ang kailangan lang natin is to shift our energies fully and malaking possibility na hindi na natin siya mamamanifest. Okay? Simulan na natin ang mga katanungan natin for tonight. So, eto na. Ay, teka lang, no? Okay. So, ayan. So, eto na yung first natin. But I wanna say hello muna. Okay, sandali. Okay, nasend ko na po. Kasi na ba yung mga ano ko? Ay, hi, nice to see you. Good evening. Ayan, ako. Oh my God, my friend. Oh, naku, napaka-global ng audience natin. From Canada, hello, Roxy. I miss you. I love you. Galingan mo sa pag-aaral dyan. So, ito na yung ating first question. Ay, napaaganda ng question ng ating first ng ating first participant. Parang nakakagaan naman ng no? Parang masyadong pangmayaman ang question ng ating Ang sabi ng ating first participant, should I move again to a new apartment? Wow, naku, grabe. Parang mga no, pangmayaman problem. So, pero tignan natin, di ba? Pero sasabihin ko naman, sabi ko nga, kahit ano naman ang lalabas sa ating mga kahit ano naman ang lalabas sa ating mga cards for tonight, sabi ko nga, these will serve as a guide for us. Siyempre, ang magandang sundin din natin kasi minsan, meron din naman tayong mga gusto lang nating i-consult to see the energies and kung ano man ang lalabas dito, may it be 100% favorable or it can be the opposite. At least kung gusto natin talaga siyang i-push forward, hindi ko po kayong pipigilan to do so. Okay? Kasi ang mahalaga is, sabi ko nga, this is a current reflection ng ating mga energies and that by itself, ang ibig sabihin po niyan is kapag nakita natin na there's room to improve our energy, then improve your energy. Okay? So, yun ang ating magiging guidance for tonight. Okay? FB page mag-send ng yes, sa FB page sa Everyday Reiki with Marky. Doon natin isa-send yung ating mga questions. So, here we go para sa ating first participant. Okay, so first, second. Papansin nyo, no? Okay, so second week na natin, iba yung venue natin for this week, no? Tsaka ginamit din natin tong side na to for the weekly reading. Para maiba-iba naman tayo ng di ba? Just, meron pa tayong ganitong ng mga balik tayo sa mga anong tawag dito sa aba wala na akong marereklamo. Okay, so nako, napakaganda naman ng energy ng katanungan at teka lang, akala ko na movie. Sabi ng hindi, oo, kasi anong tawag dito, ito kasing first participant natin, nadadali lagi ito ng fastest finger eh. Yung mga tipong ano, parang ang nag-send siya ng mga 9:03 pero talagang natabunan. Pero ngayon, ginalingan. Actually, nakaka-second week na yan, na gumagaling na yung ano. Okay, so eto na. So, well, napakaganda ng energy ng hindi ko makakailan na napakaganda ng energy, no? And I will never of course say no to these sets of cards because these are all amazing cards. So first of all, kaya tatlong cards ang kukunin natin because every positioning ng cards natin, it definitely means something. And yung positioning ng cards natin will also determine kung ano ba ang nagiging basis ng mga energies na na-invest natin, which is the first card. Ang first card natin will always be a reflection. Sorry, ano ba? Ang mga na-invest natin na energies, okay? Ano yung mga energies natin in the past, which is a very good energy because there are 2 out of 3 major cards, by the way. So that by itself, di ba, you cannot unsee na the beauty and the blessing of this. So the first card, napakaganda. Napaka-literal ng card na to for the goal of our first participant because the Fool is our first card para sa ating first participant. And ang energy ng major card ng the Fool is a major beginning and a major new beginnings. It's literally the card that resonates all new chapters and new beginnings in life, which is perfectly kumbaga, if you're looking for a clean slate, if you're looking for a fresh start, this card is what you're gonna be needing. So in the past, alam natin, nag-i-invest tayo ng energies nang we know we need a fresh start, we know we want a better opportunity na mas maging maganda, mas maaliwalas yung mga magiging opportunity, and also, syempre, yung mga benefits na makikita natin. And I really feel like, and because of the cards na lumabas sa atin dito, for the very first one, maganda na yung intention natin. Maganda yung intention natin, and what I really like about the energy of the Fool is that it also gives you a fresh perspective on many things. And so that by itself, I can never complain on that dahil napakaganda nga ng na-invest na natin na energy. And hindi lang yon, because the second card naman is the reflection of the energy that we may be exuding right now. This is our current energy, and it's another major card, and it's the Star. And ay, medyo bold yung ano natin, pasensya. Parang yung mermaid cards natin last week. Pagpasensya, artsy naman to. Okay, medyo medieval ano. Hindi natin masasensor ng konti kasi sinesensor. Cards lang naman po, YouTube. Okay, sorry na, hindi po to ano. Mababait po tayo dito. Okay, so the Star, alam mo ang energy ng Star is a very 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 good energy dahil most especially it's very fitting for the question kasi the energy of the Star is the energy of inspiration. And either you become the inspiration yourself o mapupuno ka ng inspiration. And if this is the energy that you have right now, that means lahat ng mga energies na for you to consider why you're wanting to go through this new chapter is because punong-puno ka ng inspiration. And this is a very positive na card, most especially yung combination ng dalawa, napaka-literal ng binibigay na energy niya. You're starting because you want something new, and you're full of inspiration. And in the end, the more na you're enjoying this journey, halimbawa, just in case that you're going to say yes to finally moving in and you're going to be transferring, and imagine mo, ang ganda ng bitbit mo na energy. Mag-aayos ka ng bahay mo. Although, syempre, ang paglilipat, it can be physically tiring. I know. It can be very exhausting because hindi ko alam kung lahat kayo naranasan nyo na yung hindi lang mag-i-impake ng gamit, no? Pero yung actual na physical ng pag-move ng mga bahay, ng mga gamit, physically, it can be draining. But at the same time, emotionally, it can be a little too challenging din. Syempre, most especially na ako pa naman, mas sentimental din ako na tao, di ba? So minsan, may mga konting drama, buy wall, buy floor, buy... May mga ganyan-ganyan pa tayo, di ba? And so, but that by itself, imagine mo, if you're gonna be moving into a new place, punong-puno tayo ng hope, punong-puno tayo ng inspiration, literally, it's gonna be a clean slate. I mean, how can you go wrong with that? Okay, so Eto naman kung saan papunta. Saan naman papunta yung ating energies natin. And ito na nagkaroon tayo ng minor card, but this is perfectly understandable. Now, this is 7 of Wands. So now, every time we have the minor card that represents wands, automatic lang energy ng wands is an energy that resonates hard work and effort. So ano man tatrabahuin natin? Mukhang dami tayong tatrabahuin. Actually, anong tawag dito? This is honestly a very good card. I love wands kasi I'm a person of hard work and na-appreciate ko talaga yung ang mga pag ginagamit ko ang energy ko towards hard work, na-appreciate ko yung ginagawa ko. And most especially if you're talking about you para subjecting yourself to these new chapters, and then you are there because you are full of inspiration, all the more that you can do anything and everything. You're gonna be unstoppable, basically. Kasi imagine you're gonna be in a place wherein there's happiness, full of inspiration. So no matter what you need to do, no matter what priorities and responsibilities you need to engage in, kapag punong-puno ka ng happiness and inspiration, I mean, you're gonna be unstoppable. So for me, I will say this is actually a very good move. This is actually a very good move. Now, of course, sabi ko nga, the guidance on cards natin will reveal definitely that these energies that are coming into play and how you're emotionally feeling right now, this is really something that adds positive energy to this endeavor of yours. Should you wish to consider this, I'm telling you, it's gonna be great. So, at the end of the day, of course, syempre, energetically, these are the things that you will get. Now, the rest, if this is really something that also hinihintay lang natin yung go signal natin, kumbaga, we're waiting for signs if we're gonna be moving in or not. Syempre, and the whole energy by itself, napakaganda na. Now, I believe what you really need to consider if you are wanting to say yes to this, then consider the other things na. In short, yung mga tiny na mga details na kailangan plansyahin, then yun na lang ang ikalkulahin natin na dun sa halimbawa, what are the things that you need to consider? Is it near work? Is it economical? Is it ganyan? Ano ba yung mga benefits? So, anong tawag dito? And how you're going to go through it. The transfers, fixing everything, are there paperworks, etc. And everything else energetically is actually amazing. So congratulations. I just want to say congratulations. Now, no matter what the cards will entail, ang pinakamagandang magiging payo ko talaga dun sa first participant natin is that whenever you're going to engage in something, always make sure na alam mo kung paano kanino mo siya ginagawa. Kapag klarong-klaro ang mga goals natin kung para kanino natin ginagawa ang mga bagay-bagay, and then you're gonna be on the right track. So therefore, congratulations and thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Fairness, ang ganda ng natin. Oh, di ba, Pak? Oh. So good evening, everybody. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and welcome. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, and I'm an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. Welcome to your intuitive. Ang dami na kasi nagbabakel tuloy. Welcome to Tarot Tuesday. So libre lang magtanong. Okay, all you need to do is to share the live video and make sure na pag share natin siya sa newsfeed or sa stories natin, i-screenshot natin siya. Yung mga screenshot po natin, padala natin sa Facebook page, Everyday Reiki with Marky. By the way, isang lucky viewer natin ngayon will win 1,000 pesos of Crystal Abundance Bracelet courtesy of our official partner, it's Celestial Blue. Now, for us to also have a chance to win, ang kailangan natin gawin is pumunta tayo sa Instagram, first follow Trimati Jewelry, and make sure na mag-share tayo ng kahit anong mga post ng mga pearls. Ayan, ito lang muna imo-model ko right now, yung hikaw lang muna. Yan, but yung mga mag-share po tayo ng mga pearls sa ating social media, news feeds or stories. So dalawang screenshot natin kung first time mo na magsumali mamaya. And sa mga naka-follow na dun sa account, okay na po yun. Isang screenshot na lang tayo na nag-share tayo ng video. And then before we end our show for tonight, may isa sa ating mananalo. Okay? So, next question. Ay, ang dami ng natin dyan. Ay, nako, my Sassy Box. Hello. Ang busy na si my Sassy Box. And also for your, nako, sa mga mahilig dyan sa mga US brands like Michael Kors and Tommy Hilfiger, yung mga ganyan, napakaganda mga Kate Spade. Nako, puntahan nyo si my Sassy Box on Instagram and Facebook. Napaka-competitive ng rates niyan. Tsaka napakaganda magbigay ng freebies niyan. Ako na yung nag-umbliga na mamimigay ng freebie. Ay, bumubunot na ako. Hindi mo pala na yung next question. Sige, tingnan natin. Okay. Ang saya-saya, alam mo, ang saya-saya kasi anong tawag dito, si Lynn is coming from all the way from UK. Napakaganda talaga ng ano natin, ng global audience natin. Meron tayong Sweden, meron tayong UK, may Canada din tayo. Meron din Tugigaraw, tsaka ano, Tawi-Tawi, ganyan. Joke lang, joke lang. Okay. Ay, wait lang. Ano pong account nyo sa Instagram? Ay! Ay, ay, in fairness, may ilo-ilo. Ay, wow, may special delivery dito daw ilalagay, sorry. Ganyan. Sige, okay, thank you. May special, ha? Okay. Okay, okay. Ayan, may special anong tito, baby? Jasmine's? Wow, di ba may ano, syempre kailangan meron tayong konting ano, may landian. Wow. Okay, so sandali. Wow, sarap. Punong-puno ng pagmamahal. Thank you so much kay baby na mahiyain, hindi magpapakita. Hindi magpapakita yan, sorry na. So baka sa lahat ng mga nagtatanong ng jowa reveal, wala mahiyain talaga. Si Kala na lang, yung anak na. Si Kala na lang mamaya. Okay? Tapos, andali, ano, sa kay Maricel na nagtatanong ng Instagram ko, pareho din yung account ng Instagram ko, Everyday Reiki with Marky. Ang haba, no? Sorry na. Everyday Reiki with Marky, yung Instagram. So, ayan. So, ano na yung anak ko. Oy, eto na next question ba? Yung puro chismisan tayo, magtrabaho na tayo. Sabi, ay, namaskaram, master. Namaskaram din sa iyo. Okay, sabi niya, hello po. Hello din. Ang daming intro, no? Ay, i-ask ko lang po para sa buong team. Wow! Para sa buong team. Sa dami po ng clients recently, nako. Alam mo, i-PM na naman ako ng mga ng mga suki natin kasi alam mo Tarot Tuesdays has been here for 1.5 years na tayo, di ba? 1.5 years ng Tarot Tuesdays. And alam mo, ang daming nabuong friendships sa Tarot Tuesdays. Mga nagme-message sa akin after, sabi, si ano yan, no? Yung second question, no? Si ano yan, no? Magtatawanan na lang yung mga yan. Pero grabe siya. Okay, so naku, mabubuking na naman tayo kung sino tong ano, yung second participant. Okay, so sabi niya, eto na, medyo MMK, sabi niya, sa dami po ng clients recently, mahihit po ba namin yung goal this month para sa pot money? Wow! Ang tanong ko lang dyan, kapag ito ba ay napaganda natin, meron ba akong hati sa pot money natin? Joke lang, joke lang. Pero syempre, kapag papatulan, hindi ako tatanggi sa blessing. Pero speaking of, ma-check nga natin yung calendar natin kasi alam kong meron kaming ano, okay. Okay. Nakalagay naman sa calendar ko. Okay, sige. Kung kailan ako babahagian, tingnan natin ang goal ng team natin, Diyos ko. Nakaka-excite naman yung mga may pot money. And alam mo, sa totoo lang, I know na nakaka-motivate kapag merong mga ganitong incentive. Pero sa totoo lang, and it can be easier said than done, no? Most especially kung matutunugan natin yung ating ano, kumbaga yung nature ng trabaho ng second participant natin, mukhang nasa sales, no? Kasi may mga goals, targets na yung ganyan. So nasa sales. And naranasan ko na din to be in a sales na environment kasi sa mga bagong listener po natin tonight, hindi naman po talaga ako spiritual all the way, or hindi ako since bata spiritual. Kumbaga, I've been in this journey since 2016, and prior to that, I've been working in financial industries. Yun po talaga ang background ko. Pero yung calling talaga ng spirituality is really strong. That's why iniwan ko na po yung buhay na yun. Pero sabi ko nga, lahat naman ng mga experiences ko in the past, kumbaga, bago naman ako dinala sa path na to, sinigurado naman na napakakulay ng experiences ko. Para naman, ngayon naiintindihan ko bakit kailangan ang dami ko pang gawin in the past, pati mga kalokohan. Okay, pero kaya yun kailangan mangyari sa akin para yun, pag may mga ganito kayong tanong, you can go to me and you can ask me anything. Marami akong pwedeng isagot sa inyo. You can go to me kung meron tayong mga questions about love, about corporate. Minsan, Diyos ko, mga sinasagot ko pa dito, nagbibigay pa ako ng mga corporate advice, Diyos ko. So medyo ganito din. So I'm happy na nakuha ko yung mga ganyan experience para lang mas lalo kong makatulong sa inyo. So tingnan natin kung mahihit ng team ang goal. Okay? Baka mamaya, pag na-hit nyo to, lumipad na ang inyong team. Di ba? Saan ba kayo lilipad, ha? Baka si Jessica Soho pala. Tingnan natin. Ay, hindi ko pala nasabi na siya na. Teka lang, next. Oh, ayan. Okay. Ay, palaka. Palaka. Ah, okay. Nako. Okay. Alam mo, pasensya ka na. Napaka-transparent ko kasing tao habang bumubuno. 'Pag napapanood niyo yung weekly tarot reading yun, lahat tayo magkakagulatan do'n, you know why? I really draw cards ng ano, as you can see napaka-raw, hindi ko ini-edit yun. So, my reactions every time bubunot ako, kasi ako din inaabangan ko din siya 'no, because I'm gonna subject myself to the weekly energy as well. Eh, kapag medyo may maganda o siyempre ngiting-ngiti ako 'no, kapag may kagulat-gulat, nagugulat talaga ako, eto may kagulat-gulat, okay? So, there are three minor cards on this card. Set of cards rather. So that means kung tatlong minor cards yung ating nabunot dito, that really means in hindsight kailangan talaga natin kung ang goal is to hit yung ating yung ating goal of not just hitting our quota but the pot money, then double your effort. Actually, triple your effort. Okay? And you may find this month a little bit too challenging because of a lot of pressure. Okay? Pressure yan. And in a nutshell, the reason why everybody would really feel the pressure is because imaginein mo na bukod dun sa usual goal na meron na individually and collectively, eh meron tayong iba pang nilalaban. And I'm pretty sure, of course, it's a very good source of motivation. But let me clear this out. It's a source of motivation. So these things come extra for you to feel motivated. And I know this comes as a form of competition because not everybody will have the chance to get that pot money, and that by itself supposedly motivates you. But if you're gonna see, ano ba ang pinaka-pinapa-establish natin dito? Motivation. We are being asked to establish more motivation. So, yung motivation natin, pag na-establish natin yun, we are gonna be given the rewards. Pero I know, on a material sense, ang goal is how enjoyable will it be na kapag makuha natin yung pot money, makuha natin yung mga prize, yung mga reward. And anything that na ganyan, it's very rewarding, of course, nakaka-motivate. Pero, if you're going to look at it, the company is asking you to stay motivated. They will reward you with your motivation, of course, but the goal here is for you to grow your motivation. And ang question natin dyan, Tima, at the end of the day, may there be an extra na pot money, reward, prize, or wala? How's your motivation? So as you can see, here's another thing to look at, lalo na dun sa current participant natin na here's another thing to look at. So we would want to individually and collectively check kamusta bang motivation ng lahat. And alam mo, honestly, kahit wala tayong prize money, kapag nata-target natin ang motivation ng bawat isa, you don't need to do this. You don't need to supervise people. You also don't need na, kumbaga, parang tingnan sila isa-isa. Or, to a certain extent, i-micromanage ang mga tao. If they're motivated individually, hindi mo kailangan ng supervision. And they will perform really well. So, I know it can be a little extra kakilig-kilig kapag may mga ganitong monetary rewards. But therefore, kung wala, ibig sabihin ba hindi masyadong magpe-perform o hindi masyadong magkakaroon ng hindi masyadong magkakaroon ng magandang laban in terms of performance, okay? So, one good thing to really focus on is the intention of continuously growing and strengthening the motivation here, with or without any form of reward. Because after all, most especially if we are talking about our careers and the nature of the work literally entails by itself, kumbaga, it's numbers game. Yes, it's numbers game, and not everybody may have the necessary kumbaga, equal footing when it comes dun sa sales, etc., privilege, etc., or whatnot. But the thing is, the very core of this is for you to stay motivated and inspired. So may it be materially or hindi, it's good to know each other's motivation. And so ang hindi ko pa binabasa nito, bibigyan ko na ng tip yung ating current participant. it's as a leader, and it feels like you're and sabi mo ang tinatanong natin is for the team natin. As the leader of this team, how familiar are you to everybody's motivation? And kapag nakuha natin yan, yung sagot natin na yan, genuinely, kasi I'm telling you, hindi natin makukuha ang tamang performance, yung talagang pinakamagandang performance ng mga tao na to nang hindi natin alam ang mga individual motivation nila sa buhay. And I'm saying individual muna, it's because individually, imagine mo, if everybody's individual performances are well, collectively, the team, mahihila yan. So, individually, may good assignment para sa ano, tinan mo medyo corporate yung dating, di ba? Parang alam mo tong approach ko na to, ginagawa ko to sa corporate. So, my strongest suggestion is that alamin mo kung anong individual motivation ng mga peers o kaya ng inyong mga ng mga teammates natin, and work with them individually. Okay? And when you're able to do that, I'm telling you, it would require less supervision. But of course, it entails a lot of commitment, di ba? So once you're able to get the motivation individually, get their commitments. And their commitments have to be to be very genuine. Kasi kung hindi genuine ang commitments ng mga taong to, pwedeng pasok dito, labas doon. Okay? Or pwedeng mag-effort to hit the goal but nothing extra. Okay? So it's really important na meron ding tayong ma-establish na napakagandang communication that are very honest. And I hope you are in a type of relationship with your peers, hindi fears, sorry, with your peers, na you can be very honest with each other only for you to know how to support each other well. And that by itself, alam mo, I'm telling you, with or without the monetary rewards, this is also something that can help you as a leader. So this is something that would also grow more skills for you as a leader. So, basahin na natin yung energies. Nauna yung payo, no? Pero ito kasi yung energies natin. Kasi nakikita ko na, and I really know, here's the thing, tinan mo, ang meron talagang natural pros and cons kapag may hinahanap tayong monetary motivation. Kasi on one part, it can be a strong motivation. Galingan nyo, team, kasi makukuha natin to. Pwede natin gawin to. Pwede natin gawin yan. So, in short, it literally motivates you. But at the same time, at the very core of it, you're wanting to extract motivation from them. But at the same time, it will grow a lot of pressure. It will grow a lot of pressure and nagmanifest na. Nagmanifest yan sa ating nagmanifest yan sa ating cards. So, yung na-invest din natin na cards, actually, the first card, we have 4 of Swords. And every time we have swords, ayan, tinan mo naman, tinan mo, oh. Minsan nga hindi ko na i-explain pagtingin natin doon sa cards, di ba, medyo it kind of says a lot. Dito pala dapat, mas maliwanag dito, ayan. Ayan. So, teka nga, ganun nga natin ng konti. Nga, mas maganda ng gaya. Iusod natin. Ayan, okay na pala yung yan. So, every time we have swords in our cards, it's a resonating energy of 2 things. It can be a form of wisdom. It can also be a form of weapon. Okay? But this one, ang nararamdaman ko talaga dito is the feeling of restlessness because of pressure. In the past, ito yung na-invest nating energy at may konting may hangover pa to ng last month's energy because most likely this is an invested energy during last month. Punong-puno ng pressure ang na-invest ninyo. And remember, kung anong tinanim siyang aanihin. So, ang na-invest natin, ang natanim natin dun sa farm natin, yung farm bill natin ay punong-puno ng pressure. Di malamang pressure din ang ating maha-harvest. Dahil tandaan natin kung anong tinanim, siya din aanihin. Kaya nga sinasabi ko if you were also here last Tarot Tuesdays, ang ganda ng theme natin last week, sana napanood niyo yung kung hindi man kayo nakapanood last week in Tarot Tuesdays natin, pwede niyo siyang actually pakinggan on the background kahit nagmo-multitask kayo because daldal lang naman ako ng daldal. Para ako nagpa-podcast ng 2 oras non-stop. Marami naman joke, okay? Pero alam mo yun, all I'm saying is that yung theme last week is giving us the very reason why we need to focus on our intentions. Kasi yung mga intentions natin, behind it all, lahat ng mga ginagawa natin, just like motivation. Motivation is the motivation is our, kumbaga, That's what we're trying to grow, the motivation to stay motivated. Pero ano yung intention natin to grow this motivation? So, ano bang intention natin? Para kasi imagine mo puntahan natin yung current participant natin, may pot money, okay? Anong intention natin? Is it just to win? Ang intention ba natin is just to win, to get the pot money? Out of what? Out of what? Are you willing to do anything and everything just to get the money? Or ang intention ba natin is to work hard, to establish integrity, to do better? 'Di ba? Nandun ang intention natin eh. Pero ang intention na natanim natin ay pressure. So imagine mo. So that's why it really pays off kapag alam natin ang pinaka reason behind why we do things. And honestly, I may be saying this kasi I mean, sabi ko nga, hindi na yun ang life ko ngayon. Wala na ako sa corporate. And I'm pretty sure, in a time of pandemic, I'm just so happy na wala ako sa corporate setting in a time of pandemic. So hats off to all our workers, employees, and also businessmen na naiitawid ang buong pandemic because it's not an easy thing to go through. And just looking at my students and the people that I've connected with during the pandemic time, most especially kung imagine mo sales ka tas during a pandemic time, of course hindi madali. Of course hindi madali. Alam ko 'yan, mararamdaman ko 'yan. Kasi nga nung dati nga ang naabutan ko lang naman na time na alam kong it was really a tough time was a time during recession. That was so huge, but it's already a time of recession. It's practically the same time, and then you need to produce numbers. So hindi madali. So hats off to all of these workers, mga businessmen, hats off. Hats off. Pero sabi ko nga pagdating naman sa totoong pagme-measure ng mga ano natin, ng mga blessings natin in the future, even the mere intentions that we put in what we are going to do, naka-harvest natin 'yan. And it really resonates a lot of pressure. Imagine mo, tapos during the time, para naman hindi magmumukhang pressure to, imagine mo matutulog ka na lang, may hawak ka pang sword. I mean, it really feels a lot of energies ng restlessness due to pressure. And these are the energies na na-invest natin. Now, here's the thing. Another thing na kailangan natin i-consider is yung second card natin because, from Four of Swords, medyo it grew. It grew even more challenging because now it became Nine of Swords. Tingnan mo, lahat ng first two cards natin, bukod sa swords, lahat sila, imaginein mo, they're on the bed. So that means another energy of restlessness yung nandyan. Because of what? Because of pressure again. Because of pressure. So as kumbaga, I see it differently now. I see it differently now when than before na nandun ako sa corporate setting. Now na I see it in a different perspective, that's just because I'm not there anymore and kaya kong makita kaya kong makita ang mga bagay-bagay ng walang bias and judgment. And in this case, if I'm going to take a step back and observe everything that's happening, of course, it's a very good way. If I'm the owner of the business, it's a very good way to just say na parang, sige, galingan niyo yung performance, ito yung incentive. Ito yung incentive natin. But of course, factoring the economic na status that we all have, not just in this country, but globally, and yes, you're gonna give people these incentives, but definitely they need it. But at the same time, it's gonna be filled with so much pressure. And anong tawag dito? If I would be very much genuinely concerned sa mga ano ko, I know it can be motivating, but to what expense? Ganun laging iisipin ko ngayon To what expense? Kung magbibigay ako ng isang assignment sa inyo, nga, may reward, pero to what expense? It will definitely grow a lot of it's gonna be good training. It's gonna be good training. Pero depende kung sino ang aalalay sa mga to. That's why itong current participant natin plays a huge role. And imagine mo, ikaw, you being the leader itself adds more pressure to you. So parang tatlo-tatlong pressure sa'yo. So imagine this. Walang masama, honestly, walang masama to perform your best, Basta you have the right motivations and intentions while you're going through it. And the more na mas maayos natin ang mga intentions natin and yung motivation natin, alam natin, you practically don't need any form of external reward. If fulfilled ka just by doing what you're doing. If I were to be honest with this, measuring yung ating because yung final card natin, this is where it leads to, ano yung future card natin, o saan siya papunta. And honestly, it's a minor card, but it's a good card because this is the two of coins. And every time we have coins in our cards, it's a resonating energy ng kaching kaching. So that's, even if it's a minor card, for a business or a career na question, it's very fitting. If you're wanting to see a favorable result here, and the only question is, hindi naman siya porke minor card, it doesn't answer directly that you're going to get a very favorable na response. It's favorable because it literally entails money. But if I were to measure kung ano makukuha natin dito, I would say this is just hitting the quota. So, kung anong quota natin, mamimit natin. 100% sa lahat ba? May manghihila ng iba. Collectively as a team, makukuha ang goal ng team. Individually, hindi. Yung individual performances, hindi. But, makukuha ba natin yung pot money? I may not be 100% confident. Because masasabi ko confidently kung makukuha natin siya if, let's say, we got a major card in the end, or at least yung talagang very satisfactory yung ating mga results. Kung talagang first and second cards pa lang, okay na yung energy natin. So I may say, if the goal finally is to really just get the pot money, kaya sinabi ko triple year effort. Kasi hindi makukuha to sa doble. And again, imagine mo kung ang ipapagol mo sa mga taong to is yung pot money, papatriplehin mo yung effort nila. Anong energy na naman ang makukuha nila? Kaya magre-resonate talaga to. Mararamdaman nila lahat ng pressure sa mundo. And at the end of the day, wag sana natin patayin ang mga sarili natin just because of money. Okay? Parang hindi masyadong kagaan-gaan sa loob na, oo nga, nakuha kong goal ko, pero yung mga bagso, wala, tas hindi ka na natutulog. O kaya, na-hit ko na yung goal ko, pero parang kalahati naman ng katawan ko, nalubog ko sa lupa. Alam mo siya? Give yourselves a very good opportunity of rest, a very good opportunity of happiness, find the balance in everything, dahil hindi madali ang mga gusto ninyong sungkitin na goal. And imagine mo, kung you gave your very best to hit the pot money, to what expense nga? I'm telling you, because of the pressure that you may be feeling, there's gonna be an internal conflict. So, would you want that? Magkakaroon ng internal conflict yan. So, ingatan natin ang relationships natin. Just because hitting the goal can be a beautiful thing, can be a good rewarding thing. Pero ang tanong ko nga again is to what expense? So the more na careful tayo, my strongest suggestion para dito sa current participant natin, individually, you need to meet them individually. You need to check their individual motivations and you need to talk to them individually. Kasi kung hindi mo matutuunan ng pansin yan, it can grow. Pwedeng isang buwan lang ito na yan, pero tandaan natin, pa-close na yung fiscal year. And alam natin ang hinahabol natin sa fiscal year. Okay? So yun lamang, and thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Medyo ang ng mga, pero in fairness, di ba, pwede kayo magtanong sa akin ng corporate, ready ako sagutin ang mga yan. Okay? Good evening again. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. This is Tarot Tuesdays. Kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung weekly tarot reading natin, itong energy ng linggo natin, maraming opportunities, pero yun nga, the patience, we need a lot of patience to go through this week. Kasi maraming opportunities, maraming blessings na parating, most especially towards the weekend. Pero kapag hindi tayo maging masyadong kind, loving, and mapasensya this week, it can take a toll on our energy. So kung hindi nyo pa napapanood, pakipanood po natin after this session, and please share it to your friends and family. And speaking, baka hindi pa kayo nakapag-subscribe sa YouTube channel, it will definitely help boost our motivation as well in providing quality na mga content para sa inyong lahat. And to answer all of your questions, kung hindi pa kayo nakakapag-like and nakakapag-share and subscribe in our YouTube channel, maraming salamat po for doing so. Also, one lucky viewer for tonight will win 1,000 pesos ng Crystal Abundance Bracelet courtesy of Celestial Blue. So, ang gagawin lang natin kung gusto mo mag-participate and manalo ng, wala pala ako suot masyado today. Naka, lang ako. Ito na may isang pearl. Puro pearl pala ako ngayon. Sorry. So, anong tawag dito? Kung gusto niyo manalo ng mga ganyang prizes, so pumunta lang tayo sa Instagram, Trimati Jewelry. Kung hindi pa kayo nagpa-follow ng Trimati, let me type it here nga pala kung anong to join the raffle tonight. Trimati. And share. Yan, Trimati Jewelry. And then, bago tayo mag-end ng ating session for tonight, mag-raffle tayo and may isang lucky winner. And sa mga hindi naman mapapalad, na mga hindi nasasali later on, wag po kayong mag-alala sa lahat ng viewers natin. At the end of the month, meron tayong grand raffle. Okay, we give away workshop passes, in which, by the way, yung Sunday natin, yung mga nanalo ng emotional healing classes natin na enjoy na nila yung kanilang mga prizes. This Saturday naman is yung mga nanalo ng Crystal Work for Modern Living this Saturday na yan. Okay? So, tingnan natin ang ating next na participant. Okay, here we go. Okay, so ito naman yung ating next na na participant. Ang sabi ng Hi, Tatay. Good evening po. Ayan, so alam mo na mga student ko. Okay, good evening. Okay, career path for the next 3 months. Okay, napaka-specific naman ng career path. So, alam mo so far grabe yung mga tanong ninyo wala na naman nagtanong ng health grabe. Nakikita ko na yung mga tanong nun sa yung mga next naka-line up na questions natin. Grabe siya Pero tingnan natin. Okay, career ng ating current participant for the next 3 months. And the more specific the questions, the better. Okay? So ito, napaka-specific, napaka-time bound. So tingnan natin, 3 cards uli para sa ating current participant. Okay. Okay, so para naman sa ating next participant. Okay. Okay. Well, it's gonna be, in a nutshell, I'm telling you, the next 3 months, it's going to be not just busy, but it's going to challenge you. It's going to challenge you well, to be honest. I'm looking at some timelines here because the feeling that you're gonna go through in the next 3 months is gonna be very familiar. This is something that you've experienced 3 years ago. So imagine mo let's go down the memory lane. Let's revisit yung experiences natin 3 years ago. Same time 3 years ago, this period, October. So we're looking at pa-close na yung fiscal year natin. And ang mga experiences, pressure, and relationships na mga kailangang ayusin. Okay? So, it's the same feeling pero mas, I may say this can be tricky. You know why? It's gonna be tricky because who you are a few years ago is not the same from who you are right now. And so that means, ito kasing sabi ko nga sa iyo, since student ko to, my students are already in a spiritual path. So that means if you're on a spiritual path, iba ang approach, iba ang pananaw sa buhay before. So pwede kang, it's so easy to not be as kind, not be as loving, giving, forgiving than how you are right now. Because iba na kapag alam natin ang difference between choosing what is right versus fighting fire with fire. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, but that by itself is already a very good opportunity for us to prepare. Okay, so the first, by the way, there is one major card on this. So that by itself, it's a good sign. Okay, it's already a good sign. So, teka nga, ito nga yata ang, hindi, kanina may mga major card na pala yung ano natin, yung first participant natin. So, yung kanina, 2 out of 3, ito 1 out of 3, so hindi naman siya, I mean, maganda, okay, may kagandahan, may progress, kumbaga. Ayan. Ayan. Tapos, hindi ko pa nga binabasa, nagkukwentuhan na kami dito nung ano, nagkukwentuhan na kami nung student ko. Okay, sige. So, ito na, na-invest na energies. So, ito yung invest natin and we have 8 of Swords. Actually, napaka-meaningful ito. Looks like meron tayong na-discover na naman. So, again, it's very similar. Okay, it's very similar. It's very similar to feeling some few years ago. And meron na naman tayong na-discover. Actually, kumbaga, ito muna pala yung barahan, no? So, we have the 8 of Swords. So, again, alam natin yung, tinan mo naman, the imagery pa lang, medyo it already tells, it can say 1,000 words literally just by looking at this. And so alam ko na you were able to discover something but your hands are definitely tied. So parang there's a tendency para to turn a blind eye. Hindi ko ano yung Tagalog, kipit balikat. Paano mo pikit balikat? Pumipikit ba yung balikat? Kipit, ano ba? Paano ba yun? Parang basta turn a blind eye. Parang ganun. Ay, hindi ko na ano, but it sound, tulungan nyo nga ako. Ano ba yung kipit, pikit, balikat, pikit, balikat? Oh my gosh, ang pangit nung naisip kong pikit balikat. Sorry na. Pero yun nga, basta I know nagigets nyo yun. Pero paki-correct nga ako, ano ba yung tamang Tagalog nun? Basta turn a blind eye. There's a strong tendency that you may have turned a blind eye on the things that you discovered. And kumbaga before, it's literally ano lang It literally, the things that you were considering is because dahil nga it's seemingly familiar, it's seemingly, wait lang, ayun pala, totoo pala yung kipit balikat. So parang it just doesn't sound right for me, kipit balikat. Pero well, yun nga, sabi nga ni and by the way, Eve, and si Eve yan, pero Lynn yung ginagamit. Hi Eve, Eve, nice to see you again. I hope you're doing well dyan sa UK. And nakita ko yung lineup mo, ka mag-alala. Ha? Sige. So, anong tawag dito? Ayan, so keep it balikat and to turn a blind eye on things because you really feel that your hands are tied and because you wouldn't want to be in a tough situation just like how it is in the past. And honestly, kaya nga sabi ko na before it was fairly different because like right now, because meron na tayong pinanghuhugutang experience in the past. Kumbaga, you've been there, sabi nga nila, been there, been that. Okay. So, it gives you a very strong upper hand on how to deal with it the second time around. So there may be some tough decisions that you're balancing during these times, and you've been wanting to balance if you're gonna choose integrity, you're gonna choose honesty, or you're gonna choose na again to turn a blind eye on things. Kasi the least thing you would want to happen is to just have or experience a not so good time na knowing na it's gonna be a very busy na period. And the pressure that you need to go through, performing really well, but doing what you're supposed to, and upholding the core values of the company, balancing them all in just one plate, it's a little too challenging, I know. But the thing is, ano ba ang pinaka-intention natin here? To protect who? Who are you wanting or needing to protect? Other people, the company, or ikaw? And honestly, there's no judgment kung anong pipiliin mo doon because like right now, the goal is for us to understand why there are opportunities na nauulit ang mga gantong bagay. May sinasabi talaga sa atin. May magandang lesson na tinuturo talaga sa atin. Meron talagang mga bagay na hangga't hindi natin natututunan ang ating mga kailangang matutunan, it's bound to keep happening. And so you may be experiencing a little bit of familiarity no experience na yan. Which by the way, it literally gives way to a very good opportunity. So yung current energy natin ngayon, there's there's a good decision to just focus on what you're doing. We have the Page of Wands. And the decision here, sabi ko nga, because it feels like, literally, mukhang you may have made a decision here, and the decision is to just focus on yourself. And every time we have wands again, it's a resonating energy of, wait lang, oh, ayun na, may sinasabi na. Oh, ayun nga. So, the goal here is, the energy here is to see na ang decision natin is to really just focus on yourself and to make sure na you provide what you need to. And honestly, anong tawag dito? Most especially in a corporate setting. But I will not say that this is something that's very unique to maybe just to our country, to our culture. But if you're watching Game of Thrones, medyo ganun. Okay, medyo Game of Thrones ang labanan. Kapag anywhere naman. And by the way, it doesn't mean that you are in a spiritual path. May ganyan din. It's everywhere. It's not just culturally, it's everywhere. Okay? Because when we talk about power, there are people na ginugol ang power kasi talaga. Okay? Now, but because of your decision right now, it literally feels like the decision is to just focus yourself. I will not judge that decision as well. Because at the end of the day, you have a responsibility and you are mostly accountable to what your role is. And your accountability is also, syempre, for the company to flourish. And if your decision at the end of the day is for you to fulfill what you need to, fulfill what your role is about, and to secure the responsibilities that are given to you, that's not bad. Okay? But at the end of the day, remember na every time pa din that you're going through this, there is still a lingering lesson. Again, kung ang natanim natin is, in a way, it's turning a blind eye on things. If hindi pa rin natin ma-address yung ganito, one way or another, that's still gonna be a life lesson. It's still gonna manifest one way or another. So, the decision in the future, I want you pa din na to really give it a good discernment process. And kasi, iba yung may decision tayo to focus on one thing. Like in this case, you're gonna focus on yourself kahit na externally ang daming nangyayari na may pwede kang gawin. Now, the thing is, pwede naman ikaw na ang decision mo is, I'm gonna focus on myself, pero paano yung lesson? Because again, every single time that we're gonna engage in something and hindi natin may sinasabi sa atin, may lesson na tayo na hinaharap, may lesson tayong kailangan matutunan, pero kapag hindi natin natutunan ang kinakailangan natin, it's still bound to be given to us. And that's how the universe works. Until you finally learn the lesson, and what's a good measure na natutunan na natin yung lesson? Kapag hindi na yan dumabalik. Pag hindi na yan ang mga life lesson na dumadating sa atin. May it be the same people or different sets of people, different situation, but the message will be the same. And I'm telling you, until we finally 100% learn the lesson, in which the strongest measure kasi talaga is kapag hindi na yan ang dumarating sa atin. So in short, may strong tendency na babalik at babalik pa rin yan sa atin. But you know what? While your decision is to focus on yourself, and again, I will not judge that, because that's your personal accountability for the company. That by itself, sorry, I'm doing self-healing. That by itself, if you're doing things by giving your fair share of the bargain, again, it's not bad. But at the end of the day, still find the balance on how you're going to find a resolution on this life lesson. You'll be surprised, baka mamaya hindi lang yan mag-manifest sa career. It can be a lesson that will manifest in your whole life entirely. But in the end, it's a very important path to go through. It's a very important life lesson to go through, because it's a lot of discovery. You're going to discover a lot of skills, which is literally what this card is about, strength. The strength card, definitely it will allow you to grow not just endurance, but you will grow strength in standing firm with what you believe in, without thinking how, kumbaga, if you do what is right, if you do what is right, and others may necessarily not agree, but because you're doing what is right. I feel like you already know what I mean on this. Pero because sabi ko nga, um, ay, naku, ayan na may essay. Ayan, okay, naku. O, yan na, may mga ano na, may mga essay writing na pinadala. So, yun nga. But in the end, it's a very good lesson. It's a very good lesson to go through kasi it's also gonna let you see how far you've gone. It will allow you to discover na, okay, when nakikita mo ang progress mo, kapag nakikita mo ng difference sa mga resolution, yung difference sa mga approach, yung difference ng how you perceive things right now and how you apply this in real life, you will definitely see a very positive progress on this. So in the end, it will be very good. But of course, it requires a lot of strength as well and courage to stay true to what your integrity is about. At the end of the day, everybody establishes their integrity. So that's one good thing that you have to focus on as well. Focus on your own integrity. Thanks for joining Tara Tuesdays. Okay. Ang daming ano. Tapos sabi ni ano, yan. Naku, may essay writing din sa ano, share ko lang ng konti. SKL. Sabi niya, masyado akong mapusok at napahamak ako dati sa pagtulong na hindi ko naman talaga laban. Ayan. O, mindfulness lesson ko. Nararamdaman ko na po yan. Thank you for this po. Love you. Love you din. O, ang maganda, we get to discover this blessing together. Okay? Oh, yan. So, thank you for joining Tara Tuesdays. Okay. Ah, yes. Okay. Oh, may comment yung kaninang ano, may comment yung kaninang ano, may screenshot na. Yung kaninang participant natin kanina, ang haba-haba ng sinabi ko, sabi niya, ayan, dito ako magfo-focus master sa energy shift. Salamat, masyadong ginalingan tonight nyo. Oo, tinan mo yung screenshot ko, tinan mo naman. Na-screenshot na naman ako ng ganyan. So, abangan nyo kung sino to. Pag nakita nyo kung sino yung nag-screenshot sa akin, pag ano ha, mamaya. Pag lumabas to mamaya sa stories ko mamaya, alam nyo na. So, tawan-tawa ako sa iBag. Grabe siya. Ako din kaya, medyo maleta na yan. Okay. Pero yun nga, I take pride kasi investment yan. Thank you sa advice on leadership po. Love you. Okay. Ako lang yung nagdagdag ng I love you. Ako yung na-reply ko sa kanya. Okay. Okay. So, eto na bago na naman tayo pumunta sa ating next participant. So, kung hindi niyo pa napapanood yung weekly tarot reading natin, okay, makakatulong sa atin yung weekly tarot reading natin. Actually, yung mga nararamdaman natin ng mga energy sa mga binabasa natin ng mga participants natin earlier, pasok yan sa energy ng pagdadaanan natin itong linggong to. So, para mas makatulong pa tayo sa pagpe-prepare, and para sabi ko nga, wala namang OA na warning, but it's very crucial and critical kasi. So the more na prepared tayo, na alam na natin kung anong parating, yung impact will not be that, kumbaga, kagulat-gulat. So panoorin niyo yung weekly tarot reading after this session natin. And may isang winner natin mamaya ng 1,000 pesos worth ng Crystal Abundance Bracelet, courtesy of our official partner, Celestial Blue. So para ano, and also Trimati Jewelry, nakalagay dyan sa ano natin, yung Trimati Jewelry. Kung gusto niyo sumali sa raffle mamaya, ang kailangan niyo nang gawin, i-share niyo lang tong live video natin, tapos paki-screenshot po natin, share niyo sa feeds, news feeds, or sa stories natin. And wag po sa group chat, ha? Wag niyo solohin yung, wag niyo sa group chat. Ilagay niyo sa feeds na, grabe siya. Okay. So, also, yung ano natin, yung mga entries natin mamaya, bubunot tayo may isang lucky winner na mananalo ng bracelet. And also, ang kailangan lang natin gawin, kung hindi pa kayo nagpa-follow sa Trimati Jewelry, nandyan po yan sa comment section natin. Follow nyo lang yung Trimati Jewelry, mag-share tayo ng mga pearls, mga ganyan. Okay, mga ganyan pearls natin. Okay? And then, later on, may isang mananalo sa atin. Okay? So, trabaho na tayo. May time. Ang dami pang time, pero sige, kailangan magtrabaho na tayo ng ganyan. Okay. So, teka nga, sandali. Okay, sandali Verify lang ng ating ng ating DTI representative. Ayan na. Okay. So, eto na yung ating next participant. Ang tanong ng next participant natin is that, okay, sandali. Okay. So, sir, sana matuloy na yung mga plans ko na ma-start na business. Ay, alin po yung tanong natin doon? So, ano po yung tanong natin? Okay. Okay. So, check niyo lang yung inbox ninyo right now kasi anong tawag dito, baka kayo na yung itong current participant natin kasi when I read yung statement ni na sir, sana matuloy. Parang it's really more of a prayer na you want to manifest. So it doesn't sound like it's a question. O gusto mo bang ang tanong is matutuloy yung business? What kind of business? Give me more. Ayan na, nakita niya. So, what kind of business? Ano bang pinakatanong natin and what kind of business yung gusto natin para mas maging ano natin. And by the way, no need for other details kasi hindi na natin kailangan dun yung mga personal details natin. Ang kailangan lang natin is yung question. If matuloy po. Okay. So, anong business? Ayan, okay. So, kapag mas specific yung mga questions natin, mas specific din yung makukuha natin. Ay, taray! Very good. Nail extension. Wow! Nail extensions. So, mga hanggang ganun ka. Nail extensions. Okay. Parang part-time ko lang po yan. Di mas maganda. Mas maganda. I mean, ako, alam mo, I love seeing people na talagang nagja-juggle ng mga priorities, no? Kinikilig ako sa ganyan kasi ngayon nga, I'm in a phase of my life na na-appreciate ko talaga ng todo-todo ang hard work. Ngayon ko na-appreciate ang hard work. Kasi alam mo nung nasa corporate ako, parang whether I perform my best o hindi, sa sweldo naman ako eh. So parang hindi ko masyadong, kumbaga, hindi ako masyadong ma-hard work. I mean, would have been better, I know. Pero ngayon mas alam ko na kailangan ko ng hard work, mas na-appreciate ko sa kanya. Kasi pag di ako gumalaw, walang mangyayari sa akin. Dati kasi parang gumalaw ako o hindi, may sasweldohin naman ako. So, better luck next month, parang gano'n. And honestly, looking back, hindi rin ako gano'n ka-satisfied. But I was pretty laid back, kumbaga. So tignan natin, para sa nail extension na ano natin, na business natin, tignan natin kung ano ang magiging energy natin diyan. Pero itong naman sasabihin ko, kung matutuloy 'no, kung matutuloy. Anong tawag dito, para sa akin naman, anong tawag dito, kung ano man po ang lalabas sa cards natin, kung gusto kasi talaga natin, parang I hope it shouldn't stop us, lalong-lalo na kung gusto talaga natin. And I may be saying this for this particular na participant, but hindi siya limited to not just to this participant, to this particular question. Pero kung gusto natin ang isang bagay talaga, genuinely, I hope this is also something that would literally be our sole motivation kasi gusto natin eh. So isang bagay na gusto kong maipayo para sa lahat, hindi rin tayo gagawa ng isang bagay that would not lead to these two things. Lahat ng gusto nating gawin, may it be for career, para sa love life, para sa personal natin, para sa spiritual path natin, sa relationship natin sa Diyos, I hope kung ano man ang gusto nating gawin sa buhay natin, bago natin siyang gawin, tanungin muna natin yung sarili natin. Pag ginawa ko ba to, will this lead to happiness? And will this lead to fulfillment? And those two should be present together. Because you can be happy, but not necessarily fulfilled. Or you can be fulfilled, but not necessarily happy. Tsaka I'm pretty sure itong punto na this part of our life, I'm pretty sure damang-dama natin o alam natin ang mga experiences natin sa nakaraan na may mga gagawin tayo sa buhay pero hindi naman tayo masaya. O kaya masaya nga tayo pero hindi naman tayo masyadong fulfilled. Yung parang hindi tayo, masaya lang ako pero may direction ba? May direction ba? Nakakatuwa, masaya, pero may direction ba? Nabibigyan ba niya ako ng direksyon? Nabibigyan ba niya ng fulfillment ang buhay ko? And pag napagsama mo kasi yung dalawang yun, I feel like you're gonna tell yourself na hindi na yun yung motivation mo is pera lang. Hindi na yun motivation mo. Yung motivation mo is alam mo finally what you're supposed to do. Which is like, for me, this. Me being in a spiritual path makes me very happy and fulfilled. Kumbaga, kaya nga sabi ko, iba din yung hard work ko right now. Iba yung hard work ko right now just because finally I'm doing something that I really want. So, na I'm also not saying na hindi maganda to be in a place na halimbawa, paano kung right now, yung ginagawa ko, it puts food on the table. Ibabalik ko kayo dun sa second participant natin kanina. Ano nga muna ang motivation natin? Kasi finally, kung mamimit naman yan ang motivation natin, bukod sa it puts food on the table and it gives us the ability to pay our bills, responsibilities, and yung mga kailangan natin talagang punuan, not just in a month, but our whole life. Isn't also that another good thing or as a blessing para lang mas galingan pa natin sa trabaho natin? Pag alam mo kasi ang motivation mo and you know why you're doing things, hindi tayo mangwangwestiyon kung bakit natin kailangan gawin ang isang bagay. Pero isn't it more fulfilling kung masaya ka sa ginagawa mo? So in short, you can honestly do anything and everything pero basta masaya ka doing it. Basta masaya ka, nafu-fulfill ka, feeling mo pag ginawa mo siya buong-buo ka, eh di gawin mo ng gawin. And that's what you're meant to do. To do something that will allow you to feel both. Na imagine mo, tsaka hindi na lang ang motivation is yung material. Kasi paano kung wala? Paano kung, di ba? Kasi may mga times naman, halimbawa, I mean, I'm doing this for free. Me sharing my expertise with you right now, I'm not asking anyone to pay me for anything. But I love doing it. And mararamdaman nyo naman kung gaano ako kasaya ng ginagawa ko to. Kasi talagang genuine ako, masaya akong ginagawa ko siya. And I want you to also find that. I want you to find that in your heart na kahit na sa trabaho, sa relationships, or anything in general na gusto mo makamtan sa buhay, dapat masaya ka na gagawin mo siya. Kasi pag hindi, then bakit hindi? You have to understand bakit hindi. What makes me not happy? What makes me not fulfilled? Kasi importanteng alam mo. Kasi dapat hindi tayo clueless kung bakit natin ginagawa ang isang bagay. Which should be in a point of our life na dapat aware tayo sa kung anong meron sa buhay natin para hindi tayo nagugulat. Walang gulatan kung bakit may life lesson tayong kailangang ayusin. Walang gulatan kung bakit may mga may mga may mga life lesson na nagmamanifest sa buhay natin at kung bakit paulit-ulit. Dapat hindi tayo clueless. So the more that you are aware, the more that you know who you are and why you do things, it will be clear. Hindi ka nagugulat. And so like right now, meron bang kagulat-gulat sa ano? Alam mo, everything in right now, alam ko why things happen in my life. Wala akong nire-resolve right now because I'm clueless. Nire-resolve ko siya through hard work. Kasi alam ko yung tinanim ko, alam ko rin yung gusto kong ma-harvest. And dahil yun ang gusto kong ma-harvest, pinupunuan ko ng hard work. Pero there's really nothing in my life right now that I feel very clueless about. Ba't ganito kaya yun? Ba't ganito wala? Hindi. Walang ganon. Why? Because that's what mindfulness is about. That's the beauty of being aware and for being mindfully aware kung anong nai-invest na. Basically, this is how the universe works. Hindi dapat tayo nagugulat. Basta alam natin kung anong energy yung tinanim natin, yun na yung makukuha natin. If you put out an energy, ang tinanim natin, energy ng pagmamahal, one way or another, pagmamahal din ang makukuha natin, and vice versa. So you plant not so good seeds, of course, you also get that. Yun din ang i-harvest natin. Diba? So, I hope, as we get the energy of the cards, kahit ano pong lalabas sa cards natin, basta gusto mo siya, then gawin mo. Okay, then gawin mo siya. And the only thing that's stopping you is you din. Kung hindi mo siya mafulfill, pero gusto mo siyang ma-fulfill. So, ano yung mga bagay-bagay na pumipigil sa atin? Pero tingnan pa rin natin kung matutuloy ang nail extension na business nitong ating current participant. Okay, tingnan natin. Okay, so let's see. Oh. Ay palaka, alam mo, and ngayon lang uli ako nakakuha ng ganito. Alam mo, without a doubt, matutuloy yan. Without a doubt, para sa iyo yan. And I'm telling you, you're saying na magiging side mo to, pwede mo tong gawing full-time, I'm telling you. Pwede mong ibuhos lahat dito. I'm telling you. You have 3 out of 3 major cards. And I'm telling you, kapal pa nito, ang dami pa nito. So without a doubt, yan ang kailangan mong gawin. Without a doubt, ibuhos mo lahat ng energy mo dyan. Huwag mong i-delay. Lahat ng kung ano ba ang isipin mo kung ano lang ang pumipigil sa'yo, solusyonan mo ngayon. Pera ba? Hanapan mo ng paraan. Kung kailangan mangutang, mangutang ka. Pero kung may pera ka, to invest on it, huwag ka na magdalawang isip pa. It's meant for you. And I'm telling you, you're gonna make it big because of that business. Kung hinahanap mo is that big break, kung ang hinahanap mo is that opportunity for you na finally to do exactly what I was telling earlier, eto yun. Napakagandang energy. First of all, sabi ko nga, lahat to major card, di ba? So first of all, it's the karma card. You must have done a lot of great things in the past. But at the same time, marami ka rin pinaghirapan kasi. You know what hard work is about and you know lahat din ng mga experiences mo in the past. Kalimutan mo na yung kalimutan mo yung when you tap on your past experiences, kalimutan mo how painful it was. Pero you need to go through that to get you that motivation that you need for this. So stay motivated. When you look at your past, I want you to look at it with so much pride and joy because yan yung humulma sa'yo para mas maging matatag ka. So yes, it can be a painful past, but it has given you a lot of good things. Kaya this card is telling you. Also, alam ko rin naman na timing lang din ang hinihintay mo dito. But I'm telling you, sige, timing, pero I'm telling you, wag mong palampasin to. Because I'm telling you, yung with your current energy, you have a temperance card. Yung temperance card, napakagandang card nito to affirm that both your mind and heart agree na alam mong this is something that you're not just gonna do well with, pero you're really happy to do this. And so, I feel like because kaya mo siya, I mean, you're not gonna do business on something that you're not interested to do. You're very passionate about it and you have the talent and the skill to execute it. Dati yung mga feeling mo, yung pinanonood-nood mo lang sa iba, pero feeling mo, kaya ko rin gawin yan. Tapos yung ginagawa mo lang sa sarili mo, pero feeling mo, tapos yung the people around you are telling you, alam mo, gawin mo yan. Alam mo, gawin mo yan. And these people are agreeing because it's quite obvious that you're meant to be there. And alam mo, the next question there is expansion. Tinan mo, ang ending, we have the Justice card. The Justice ngayon, ang tinitingnan mo, okay, do I expand now? Do I ano? And I'm telling you, and in advance, I want to tell you congratulations. I want to tell you congratulations because at least, ngayon, ang susunod na iisipin mo, do I expand? Do I ano, di ba? So, right now, your blessing for tonight is to really affirm that this is really something that will do well for you. That this is really something that is also meant for you. And I'm telling you, these 3 cards coming into play, you have talent. You definitely have talent for this. So, perfect formula on how you're gonna do well. There's the skill, there's the talent, and there's the good energy that you invested. Klaro. So, congratulations. Sobrang saya ko for you because kapag talagang marunong tayong trumabaho, marunong din tayo magbigay ng magbigay ng napakagandang energy sa ginagawa natin, makukuha at makukuha din natin 'yan. So, I hope that everybody gets inspired with this as well because I'm inspired. I'm inspired. And alam mo ba, nung time na magde-decide ako kung hindi na ako babalik sa corporate or at least I will give it a try, tinaro ko lang din yung sarili ko. And kumuha ko, ito kasi tagtatatlong cards ang kinuha ko sa inyo eh. Ako ang kinuha ko for myself, 5 cards. And I got 4 out of 5 cards na major. So, sabi ko, oh my, parang ito, it's very similar. I may not have gotten everything perfect na major cards, but that's still 4 out of 5 for me. So sabi ko, okay, I mean, honestly, like ito, ang binasa ko rin naman sa'yo is on a general sense. Hindi ko binasa yung how it will be every day. Or halimbawa, kung ang plan mo, yung goal mo is to manifest this in the next 3 months, hindi ko naman break down to na in the next 3 months, every day, ito yung mga mangyayari sa'yo eh. And I didn't do that to myself as well. But ang alam ko sa sarili ko, no matter if I am not 100% sure how my everyday will be, in the end, alam kong it will be great for me. And yun lang ang pinanghawakan ko. And yes, nahirapan din ako sa umpisa, pero ang pinanghahawakan ko is yung reading ko sa sarili ko. I want you to do the same. I need you to do the same because, I mean, these cards, sabi ko nga, ang kapal pa nito. Tsaka, bihira din ako magbasa. Not just for myself, but for others, na talagang ito klarong-klaro ang sagot. Ito klarong-klaro ang sagot. So I want you and I need you to do this. Do this for yourself because this will bring you all the abundance and prosperity that you're aspiring for. And kung eventually makikita mo yung rhythm na ito, mag-focus ka dyan, walang problema. So, this is for you. This is your answered prayer. And I'm very honored na ako yung magde-deliver niyan sa'yo. So, masasabi ko lang ay napaka-congratulations. And I hope kapag nag-manifest na to sa'yo, and kapag finally nakikita mo na yung mga blessings na yan, and nakikita mo na sunod-sunod na siyang binibigay sa'yo, huwag mong kakalimutan na mag-update sa Tarot Tuesdays because marami tayong mga success stories na nabibigay and lagi akong kinikilig each time. Kinikilig ako each time na naririnig ko yung mga ganitong stories na malaking tulong na ang naging motivation natin to keep giving our best is because padala ng Diyos sa atin yung mga ganyang message. So, congratulations sa'yo. Okay? And thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Wow, napaka-inspiring and I hope na-inspired din kayo sa ganyan ha. So, congratulations again. So, my name is Marky Mendoza. May time pa naman tayo. Yes. Congratulations. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. Welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. Meron pa tayong mga katanungan. Sige, so magtrabaho na tayo. But before we do so, again, kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung weekly tarot reading natin, panoorin natin. Kasi I'm pretty sure, lalo yesterday, and today actually maraming blessings today, pero may mga konting discoveries pa rin here and there. No? Alam kong may mga there can be some relationships that or mga kailangan i-resolve today, nasa surface yan today. So, para mas maalalayan pa natin ang sarili natin the rest of the week, panoorin ninyo ang weekly tarot reading natin and huwag kalimutan i-share din sa mga friends and family natin para mas makatulong pa kayo sa ibang tao. Para sa ganung paraan man lang, kayo maging blessing ng mga ibang tao na kayo naman ang magbigay ng tulong, ng direction through our YouTube channel. Diba? Now, isa sa mga lucky viewers natin ay mananalo ng 1,000 pesos worth Crystal Abundance Bracelet. This is courtesy of our official partner, Celestial Blue. So para kung sa mga gustong sumali mamaya sa raffle natin, pumunta lang kayo sa Trimati Jewelry sa Instagram. Kung hindi pa kayo nagpa-follow, mag-follow po tayo sa Trimati Jewelry. Take a screenshot of that and mag-share po tayo ng mga pearl, ganyan. So ito yung favorite ko, yung aking Golden South Sea Pearl. Sa mga gusto mag-invest, may mga Golden South Sea Pearls available, Tahitian, may mga Tahitian din tayo na, oh my God. Hindi ako mag-name drop pero honestly, we went to Jewel Mer. Siyempre, we want to compare yung namin, dahil ang ganda ng namin, no? Ang ganda ng mga pearls namin. So, pumunta talaga kami sa Jewel Mer. And you know what? Nung nilatag namin yung Nilatag namin side by side with the jewel mer, sabi niya, pareho. Lalo na yung Tahitian pearls namin. So sa Princess of Mega World, si Rain Zafran, papaalala ko lang na gusto ni Tita Sarita ng South Sea Pearl. Yun lamang po. Wala si Tita Sarita, by the way. Busy ba si Tita Sarita? Okay? Baka sabihin mo na na-miss ko siya. Okay? Nandun pala siya last Sunday sa emotional healing class. Ay, trabaho na tayo. Sorry. Sige, mabalikan ko kayo. Magtrabaho na muna tayo. Next participant natin. So, let's go. Ayan. Okay. Okay. So, ang next participant natin, teka lang. Okay. Okay, sandali lang ha. Okay, may chine-check lang ako sandali. Teka lang, ano ba yan? Sandali. Nakakatawa 'to si Rain, sandali nagtatrabaho ko dito, biglang kung ano-ano notification yung lumalabas sa'kin. Tinag ako kung ba't wala si Tita Sarita. Rain, wait lang, tatrabaho pa muna tayo, mamaya na tayo magtsismisan. Yun kung ano-anong tinatag mo sa'kin, pero wait lang, sandali, Tingnan po muna ayan, i-update daw nila. Sandali, ayan. May i-aano lang tayo, okay, sandali. Next participant muna tayo sandali. So, eto na yung next question natin. Ang tanong niya ay, can I ask any good news on my situation here before end of the year or after New Year? Sabi nga, nothing is impossible. Salamat. Ay, nako, totoo yan. Walang imposible, lalong-lalo na at ipinagdadasal natin na maigi. At syempre, we do all the hard work. And ito kasing participant natin, kabayan natin yan all the way from UK. Okay, so meron lang kami binabantayan na energy kasi niya. So ang saya no, napaka-global. Napakagandang blessing nun no, na nag-start lang ang Tarot Tuesdays na ang ini-expect ko lang na audience syempre dito tayo sa Pilipinas no, pero pati ang mga kabayan natin all over the world. So maraming salamat sa mga masugid nating tagapanood around the world. Maraming salamat po. So nandiyan tayo sa UK kanina. Tignan natin yung yung may inaalagaan kasi kaming good news. O tignan natin kung ano na yung update ng ating good news. Okay. Sandali. 3 cards, tignan natin. Tsaka finally nakaabot tong natin to si Kabayan dahil napaka-busy niyan. Napaka-busy niyan dahil grabe rin yung magtrabaho abroad. Okay. Ay, palaka. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow, I'm excited. There's just 1 out of 3 major cards, but it's the card that we need. And alam mo, just with this card, teka, I feel like finally this is finally going to progress positively. This is going to progress positively. And I'm gonna be very excited. I'm gonna be very, very excited. Okay. So, first of all, yung first card natin is the card of completion. And so that means aandar na ng aandar yan. And this is a very positive one. And so may tinatrabaho kasi I cannot disclose fully. I cannot 100% or even give hints kasi kung ano yung tinatrabaho namin because this is a very sensitive topic. And kami nitong ni Kabayan, nagkaroon kami ng one-on-one na session. And because dito lang kami nagkakilala sa Tarot Tuesdays, pero kasi napaka-in-depth ng gusto niyang na itanong sa akin during that time. And so we really needed a complete session together. And so that's what we have given. And how many months ago na ba to? I feel like siguro mga around summer, I believe. And during that time, ang sinabi ko lang sa kanya is, binigay ko lang sa kanya yung tip na kung ano man yung ginagawa niya ngayon and yung mga choices and mga decisions na pinili niya, tama yung pinili niya, na kailangan lang ng konting patience. Kailangan lang ng pagtiyagaan ng maigi yung path na pinili. Kasi tama yung path na pinili, but it literally requires a lot of patience. I feel like, and I wanna say this dun sa sa current participant natin, na kung ano man yung hinihintay natin na positive response, parating na siya in 2 months. Okay? So, magde-December and sakto dun sa timeline na binigay. Tama. Ang ano niya is, before end of the year, yeah. And October na. Oh yeah. So, very positive ang energy natin na kung tinaon niya dun sa timeline na yun, I wanna say na yes, finally uusad na siya. And it's a very positive na progress. And this progress entails a lot of resolution. It's going to be very favorable and it will give you a lot of opportunity for you to finally be free of worries. And because this card is very important kasi this is the card of completion. Honestly, ito ang pinaka mataas na major card kasi this is the last major card sa buong roster ng mga major cards. So this by itself is a very important one. So wow. And you getting this here sa umpisa pa lang, so this is really going to give you a very good opportunity para to be free of a lot of worries. Kasi syempre, wino-worry yan. Wino-worry talaga. Wino-worry yung mga ganyan because meron din siyang mga goal na kailangang i-fulfill and meron kasi siyang anak dito sa Pilipinas sa pinag-aaral. So, the more na maging free siya with worries, the more na mafulfill na yung kailangan niyang i-fulfill as a parent, hindi ba? So, next is that, yung card natin pagtutuo. Pag naumandar na siya, and next card natin, we have the Queen of Swords. Now, every time we have swords, this is a resonating energy again ng ating either form of wisdom or this can be a form of weapon. This is definitely wisdom. May kailangan ka lang i-submit. Okay, so definitely, kasi it's a process. It's a process. May mga documents na silang hihingin, may mga kailangan ka lang i-fulfill. Kung ano yung hihingin nila na supporting documents, bigay mo lang. Bigay mo lang. And you don't need to do anything else but to be honest. When they ask you some supporting documents about dun sa tinatrabaho natin, bigay mo lang. And you won't regret it. Kasi I know it may, most of the time, syempre the fear of the unknown will always kick in. And it's not just necessarily for this current participant. Lahat naman di ba? Kapag medyo hindi tayo certain kung ano yung what's ahead, kapag wala masyadong clarity on our end, baka hindi tayo 100% magiging comfortable doing what we're supposed to do. So, ibigay mo lang kung anong nararapat, and so that it can also help progress yung ating tinatrabahong blessing, okay? And in the end, finally, you're just gonna do the hard work, and that's what this card is about. This is Five of Wands. Five of Wands, every time we have wands, this is the card that resonates all of the hard work. Now, kumbaga, this is already you. This is already you, and these are others na hindi na kailangan din trabahuhin yung kailangan nilang trabahuhin, pero tapos ka na dyan, eto ka na ngayon. So, I'm very, very positive with this, and hindi pa niya nababasa ba kasi nasa UK nga tong nasa London tong natin, tong participant natin. Baka kanina lang no sinubmit niya yung natin. So, pipicturan ko 'tong ano natin, itatago ko nga 'to para mamaya ipapakita ko rin sa kanya, and I hope kasi lagi yung nanonood ng mga recap ng ano, ng buong ano, ng buong video. Kaya nga nakakatuwa kasi siyempre kabayan natin, so kung nagiging ano pa tayo, nagiging kasama pa tayo sa ano, sa pag-aalala niya ng ano, ng ating inang bayan, so napakasaya, 'di ba? So, thank you, congratulations sa'yo. Natutuwa ako na itong pinakamagandang blessing na makukuha natin at the end of the year. And I want to help you manifest this, and alam mo naman na lagi kang kasama sa prayers ko. So I'm sending you all the blessings para mas ma-fulfill mo pa yung kailangan. Basta 'wag matakot na to go through itong ating mina-manifest. And kapag nakuha mo na yung blessing na yan, o di celebrate natin together, 'di ba? Kailangan natin ng fish and chips, ganyan. Parang basta, okay? Kayang-kaya yan. So, in advance, I want to tell you congratulations. And finally, you've chosen the right path because napaka-ano ang ganda ng story din nito ni Kabayan. Napaka-ano kasi, napaka-religyoso. Laging nagdadasal yan sa simbahan. Minsan pag ano, alam mo, dumaan ako sa simbahan, naalala kita sa kakatuwa. So tama yan. And I hope everybody gets inspired din na to reconnect with God. No matter which religion we're following. I may be Hindu, but I'm telling you, pare-pareho lang po yan. Basta po ang mahalaga makilala natin ang Diyos. So, kung medyo if you're also like me na may time na medyo nakalimot sa Diyos, I highly encourage reconnect with God. And it doesn't have to be na you have to go to church, most especially kung hindi pa tayo 100% comfortable na labas ng labas o kaya be in public places. On your free time, on your quiet time, pray. And i-surrender natin lahat sa Diyos because God will definitely give us all the miracles that we need in our life. I'm very excited for you, and sana pag nakuha mo yung ano na yan, huwag ka nang mag-worry. At gagalingan mo na lang, nandiyan naman na, written in the stars. So congratulations. And thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Nakakakilig naman. Itatabi ko nga to para mamaya pipicturean ko sa kanya para mas makita niya, di ba? Okay, so nakakatawa. Congratulations. Palaka. Ayan, okay. Sige. Okay. Okay, so eto na yung ating next participant. And sabi nung ating next participant, naku po, eto na naman tayo because wala yung biglang ano, ang dami na natin kaninang pinag-aanuhan na puro corporate, puro career, ang mga nilalaban nating questions. Pero itong ating current participant, sabi niya ay namaskaram din. Any advice for my love life? Aba, single siya. So, ang may advice, tingnan muna natin yung energy natin. Anong tawag dito? Pero ano bang gustong malaman? Ano pa? Wait lang. So, advice nga. Anong tawag dito? So, advice o tanong ba yan? Okay, dapat siyempre klaro din ang goals natin. So, tinatanong ko lang sa kanya kung gusto ba niya ng ano, are you looking forward to be partnered o ang goal is to remain single pa din? Kasi advice yung ang hinihingi in general kanina eh. Pero honestly, anong tawag dito? Isa sa mga, kung advice at advice lang din ang hinihingi natin, bukod sa, hindi pa tayo bumubunot ng cards, hinihintay ko lang yung affirmation, no? Pero in general, magbibigay din ako ng advice para sa, ay, sandali yung anak kong Reiki Master, hello, pahabol for tonight's video. Namaskar. Yung anak ko, Reiki Master din. Si Jeff, hello anak, nice to see you. Magka-partner. Ay, shush, gusto naman magka-partner. Sige, gusto naman pala magka-partner. Okay lang naman. Pero here again, dahil gusto mo na magkaroon ka ng partner, and then, ito naman ang advice na maibibigay ko. So, first of all, and this is a very general na advice na I would want to give to everyone, to everyone. Now, I want everyone na kung ang goal natin is single tayo, ang goal natin is to have our life. I believe hindi naman tayo nag-goal na ano, or meron, di ba? I cannot 100% say, depende on what goals we have in our life, and I can never say na wala namang ganito, na because there are people din naman talaga na we're not 100% comfortable, or the goal is not to commit. Kumbaga, not that they don't like commitments, pero for the period, or no matter what their intention is, hindi commitment. Okay, so there's no judgment on that. Pero for those who are needing a lifetime na partner, kapag nandun na kayo sa goal na ang gusto nyo ay lifetime na partner, or yung the one ang gusto niyo makuha, ang pinakasasabihin ko din sa inyo na ganyan ang gusto maging goal is that hindi lang tayo magsasabi kay God na, God, okay, Lord, bigay nyo na yung the one, yung ganito, yung ganyan, kailangan ganito, yung height, kailangan ganito, yung trabaho, kailangan yung ganyan. Kung ganyan po ang goal natin, kung hindi po tayo hihingi ng isang bagay na hindi natin kayang ibigay, huwag tayong hihingi ng isang bagay sa Diyos na hindi naman natin kayang ibigay dun sa pinapangarap nating partner. So, kung ang pinapangarap natin ay mabait, Lord, gawin mo mabait yung partner. Mabait ka din ba? So, kailangan hihingi tayo ng mabait kasi mabait din tayo. O, Lord, kailangan yung masipag, yung may mga pangarap sa buhay. Dapat may pangarap sa buhay ka din. So, Lord, yung loyal, dapat loyal ka din. So, hindi tayo hihingi ng isang bagay na kahit tayo hindi natin mabigay sa sarili natin. Why? Kasi, kung ang pinapangarap mo is yung the one, you have to play fair. Yung pinagdadasal mo, nagdadasal din siya kay Lord na sana ibigay niya yung the one. At meron din siyang criteria. And let it be a two-way commitment na parang hindi yung commitment na, Lord, nakuha ko na yung gusto ko, thank you so much, love you, mwa. Pero paano naman yung responsibility mo for the other person to fulfill naman yung mga pangarap din niya sa buhay. Kasi the least thing you would want to happen is that ang ganda-ganda na nabibigay na buhay sa iyo only for the other person to feel the opposite. Because one way or another, well, meeting the one is just the tip of the iceberg. Maintaining it is another thing. Pag na-meet mo yung pinapagdasal mo, tas na-realize nung pinagdasal mo na ikaw ang answered prayer mo siya, pero pag na-realize niya unti-unti na parang, oo nga, parang lugi ako, hindi yan ma-maintain. Hindi natin yan ma-maintain. So you have to equally be the same prayers na gusto mong ibigay sa Diyos. Kung anong hinihiling mo sa Kanya, dapat yung ka na kaagad. Hinihiling mo yun kasi yun ka. Hinihiling mo yun, pinagdadasal mo yun, kasi alam mong yun, hindi lang yun yung mag-work for you, but because yun ka as a partner. Because otherwise, kung hindi, it will be unfair. It will be unfair. And so it has to go through preparation. And kung like right now, if single, that means kung gusto mong mag-manifest ng future partner, you can already start being the actual trait ng pinapangarap natin sa buhay. Kung hindi tayo masyadong loyal in the past, then be loyal. Kung loyal, di very good. Kung honest 100%, very good. Kung hindi naman honest in the past, and then work on honesty. Kung wala din masyadong direction yung or masyadong pangarap for the future in the past, and then yun na i-secure right now. So in short, you know all the things that you want and need. For at least yung tinatawag natin na ideal na partner natin, then you have to be the ideal partner of your future partner. Na hindi yung tatrabahuin mo pa lang siya kapag andyan na. Hindi yung tatrabahuin mo pa lang siya yung kapag, Lord, eto na, dumating na, so sige na nga, tatry ko. Kasi ang Diyos naman lagi yan nakikinig sa mga dasal natin. Lagi yan nakikinig sa mga kailangan natin. Binibigay niya kung ano mga kailangan natin. Pero are we responsible enough to appreciate and value yung mga blessings o yung mga answered prayer natin? Kasi sabi ko sa iyo, ang Diyos nakikinig yan. Pero syempre, kung anong tinanim, siyang aanihin. And ang pinakamagandang gagawin talaga natin for, not just for ourselves, but also sa magiging future family natin is to be the best example that we are, that we can be. So kung hindi pa natin natatrabaho yun to become that best example, then you can start now. And so kung kasama na yan sa mga plans natin, kung ginagawa na natin yan, and then you're in the right path. And believe it or not, the timing will be there the least you expect it. Darating at darating yan. Pero kung hindi ka pa nakakapag-prepare, tapos nagkagulatan na kayo nandyan na, kailan pa tayo magpa-practice? Kailan pa natin i-improve? Kailan pa natin gagalingan? So you do it now. You start now. And that's gonna be the best advice that I will give you. Keep working on yourself because you know that you deserve to have a partner who will also value yung effort mo. So you can start the effort right now and trust na kung anong tinanim mo siya aanihin. And of course, if you are finally seeing, at least, di ba, parang hindi tayo mahihirapan to set the boundaries ng ating mga qualities kasi yun tayo. Hindi yung maghahanap tayo sa isang bagay na parang hanap tayo ng ganun pero hindi naman pala natin kayang ibigay. So ibigay natin lahat sa sarili natin muna yung mga pinapangarap natin. So improve natin yung anything na, kumbaga, this is part of the preparation. Train yourself to be the best version of yourself, only not to prepare for the future partner, but because you also deserve to evolve, character development. And when you do, before you know it, I'm telling you, that blessing can be easily given to you. Pero, you can already start the training really well. The least you expect na time, darating yan. So be ready. Okay? Congratulations in advance. Kapag natuloy na yan, pag nandyan na, i-chismis mo sa akin. And thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. So, that concludes our session for tonight, and I do hope na nagustuhan niyo yung ating mga advice for now. Pasensya na, may makapila pa tayo, pero syempre, wala na po tayong time. And I'm an advocate of health. Wala naman nagtanong ng health, ha? Grabe kayo. Hindi kayo nagtatanong ng health. Puro kayo love life and career. Kailangan natin maging healthy. Okay? Pero, time now for us to get our raffle. O, ayan na, magra-raffle na tayo. May isang lucky winner tayo na mananalo ng 1,000 pesos worth ng Crystal Abundance Bracelet. So, kailangan, galingan nyo na. So, kung hindi pa kayo nakaka-follow sa Trimati Jewelry, pumunta na tayo sa Trimati Jewelry and mag-follow tayo. First of all, kung hindi pa kayo nakaka-follow, i-screenshot natin na nag-follow tayo. Mag-share ng mga ng mga pearls sa Trimati Jewelry. Aabangan ko yung entries ninyo and mamaya may isang mananalo. Ayan, thank you. Ayan. Okay, so galingan na. Ayan na, hintayin natin. Rain, nakakatawa naman yung tinag mo sa akin talaga dun sa ano ba? So ayan pala si Tita Sarita, nag-absent. Ayan, nabisi. Nagbo-ballroom pala si Tita Sarita. Hindi ko na i-istorbo, nagbo-ballroom pala. Aba, nagna-night out. Aba, nagbubugi-bugi pa si Tita Sarita. Okay. So, kung gusto niyo manalo ng 1,000 pesos worth of Crystal Abundance Bracelet, so galingan na natin, pumunta na tayo sa Trimati Jewelry and mag-post na tayo, mag-share sa news feeds or sa stories natin ng mga pearls. And then, yan yung entry natin for tonight. And syempre, bigyan ko kaya until mag-draw tayo ng 59. So, by 59 para saktong 11 tapos yung ano natin. Okay? Ano sabi ni Tita Sarita Rain? Ano nangyari? Okay, so i-share na natin naman. Ayan, teka nga. Ayan. Next week po, ask po ko sa health. Oh, yan. Naku, very good. Thank you so much. Si Maricel, napaka-importante yung malaman natin about health. Kasi this is, kumbaga, paano natin mafulfill lahat ng mga gusto nating mafulfill sa buhay kung hindi naman tayo healthy, di ba? So, kailangan healthy tayo. Okay? And the more na alam natin hindi natin pinoproblema yung health natin, o di ang kailangan lang natin talaga is galingan ng hard work and effort, di ba? And the more na mas natin ng ma-hard work and effort tayo, o di mas maraming blessings na darating sa atin. Okay, sandali. Anong tawag dito? Asan na ba yung mga ano? Ayan, okay. Okay, so again, sabi ko nga, we have 4 minutes left. So all you need to do, kung hindi pa kayo nakakapag-share ng mga ano natin, ng mga pearls sa Trimati Jewelry, punta lang kayo sa Trimati Jewelry in Instagram, and then kung hindi pa tayo nagfo-follow, mag-follow tayo, and ay, wala po akong pearls. Wala po akong pearl. O di maganda. Ano mo actually, yung ano, sa pearls kasi, naku, alam mo, it's actually important right now to have pearls kasi nagkaka-climate change tayo. And ang pearls, napo-perfect lang ang paggawa ng pearls kung perfect yung ating weather conditions. And recently, medyo hindi consistent ang mga weather conditions natin because of the climate change. So that means there's a strong possibility na hindi na tayo makapag-produce pa ng mga pearls or mahihirapan makapag-produce ng pearls. And that will also increase the demand. Tandaan natin kapag mas rare ang pearls, kaya I'm telling you, it can be a very good investment na most especially kapag yung ano natin, yung yung pearls natin nakapag-invest tayo ngayon tapos mas naging mahal na siya because of the demand kasi hindi na nga nakakapag-produce ng pearl. Imagine that, yung investment mo ngayon can be better. Tsaka also, meron naman tayong, if you're just starting your journey sa pearls, pwede ka naman ng freshwater pearls kasi we have everything. May freshwater pearls if you're just starting, and these are very affordable by the way. May mga affordable tayo ng mga freshwater pearls na napakaganda. And we also have, if you're now looking for investment pieces na pwedeng ipamana, mga ganun, okay? And by the way, lahat ng mga pearls that you will also purchase in Trimati Jewelry comes with a certificate which also gives you the the assurance na lahat ng ibibigay na namin o lahat ng mapo-purchase niyo na pearls are also guaranteed that are authentic, okay? Tsaka kami kasi sa amin kasi we provide kumbaga mas we go for the energy, yung mga energy ng mga pearls, ng gems, ng crystals, because we promote the metaphysical aspect. Yung hindi lang siya swerte, but the good energy and the positive benefits na makukuha natin sa buhay. And that's what our real goal is. So kung hindi pa sali po ako. Sorry. Ay, ayan na. Okay. Okay, in fairness, oh, 'di ba? Uy, alam mo ang ganda ng shinare ni ang ganda ng shinare ni Rain. This is actually, tingnan mo naman. So, this is a Moldavite na gem with diamond studs. And tignan mo, ang ganda ng eye, di ba? Napakaganda. Okay. And then this is all in white gold. Yan. In fairness, Reyna, ang ganda. Also, next, anong tawag dito? So, kung hindi pa tayo konting time pa lang tayo. Magta-time limit na tayo pa si Rain pa lang yung nag-aano. So, okay ba? Ang dami-dami diyan ayaw niyo sumali sa ano. Pinakikinggan niyo lang ako. Ganun. Ayaw niyo sumali, ayaw niyo manalo ng raffle. Totoo 'yun, ha. Ang dami na nanalo ng raffle, ha. So, ayaw niyo sumali sa raffle. Ayan. Dahil diyan, ay, in fairness, alam mo, anong tawag dito? Mukhang kung si ano lang, kung si Rain lang, aba, mukhang mukhang may solo winner tayo if ever si Rain lang kung walang lalaban kay Rain. Alam mo 'yan, Rain. Naku, Rain 59 na. O tignan natin, ha, 'pag nag-11 'yan, walang problema si Rain ang mananalo, sige kayo, and walang problema, I'm okay with that. So, tingnan natin yung ano, dahil so far, dahil si Rain pa lang yung nag-share and nagpadala ng M3. Okay, so tingnan natin. Ay, teka nga, asan ba yung aking tally sheet? November. 11 pa lang ngayon, Yan, let's see. In fairness, nako 11 na. But and you know what? And because of Rain, of course, I'm gonna give this to Rain because si Rain lang yung nagbigay. And I love Rain. I'm very generous kay Rain kasi siya din yung very generous sa akin. So, yes, Rain, congratulations. You're gonna be our winner for today. Landslide. O klarong-klaro. So, congratulations, Rain. And thank you again for everybody who joined us tonight. And of course, I trust that this is gonna be a very fulfilling week sa ating lahat. Huwag kalimutan panoorin yung weekly tarot reading natin na marami tayong blessing doon. But for now, thank you so much for watching and I will see you all this Sunday for the weekly reading. Namaskaram everybody. Matulog kayo ha. Dahil we need to rest. Kailangan natin to recover. Good night sa inyo lahat. Happy week ahead. Maraming salamat po.